Have you noticed your legs feeling heavier than they used to? Maybe your feet get cold even when the room feels warm. Or perhaps you find yourself stopping more often during a walk because your legs simply don't feel as strong. Many people assume this is just another part of getting older. But what if one simple daily movement could help your legs feel more active and support healthy circulation? Better yet, what if it takes only a few minutes and doesn't require expensive equipment or a gym membership? Stay with me, because in today's video I'll explain the exercise many specialists encourage for supporting healthy blood flow in the legs, why it works, and one common mistake that could make it far less effective. If you're over 60, there's one part of your body that deserves more attention than most people realize: your legs. Healthy circulation helps deliver oxygen and nutrients to your muscles and tissues. As we age, staying active becomes even more important for keeping that blood moving. The good news? One of the simplest exercises is also one of the most accessible. Almost anyone can learn it, and you can even adapt it to your own ability level. But before I reveal it, there's something about aging and circulation that surprises many people. Understanding this can help you get much more from every step you take. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Callum Ashwood, and I'm passionate about sharing practical health education that helps people stay active and independent as they get older. Today's topic is one that affects millions of adults over 60. Good circulation isn't just about your heart. It also plays an important role in keeping your legs comfortable, your muscles working well, and your daily activities feeling easier. On screen, healthy leg circulation after 60. When blood moves efficiently through your legs, it delivers oxygen and nutrients that your muscles need. At the same time, it helps carry away waste products that build up after movement. Think of your circulation like a neighborhood delivery service. Imagine every cell in your legs is a home waiting for important packages. Those packages include oxygen and nutrients. Your blood is the delivery truck. If the trucks move smoothly, every home gets what it needs. But if traffic slows down, deliveries take longer. Some homes receive less than they should. That's a simple way to understand why circulation matters. Now, slower circulation doesn't automatically mean you have a serious medical condition. Many factors can affect how your legs feel, including normal aging, spending long periods sitting, certain medications, or underlying health problems. That's why persistent pain, sudden swelling, wounds that won't heal, or major changes in skin color should always be discussed with a qualified healthcare professional. For many people, though, everyday movement is one of the safest and most effective ways to support healthy circulation. And that brings us to today's featured exercise. On screen, the calf raise. The exercise is called the calf raise. It may sound almost too simple, but don't let its simplicity fool you. This small movement activates one of the most important helpers your body already has: your calf muscles. Many experts actually refer to the calf muscles as a second heart, not because they replace your heart, of course, but because every time these muscles contract, they gently squeeze the veins in your lower legs. That squeeze helps push blood back upward toward your heart. Picture squeezing toothpaste from the bottom of the tube. Each gentle squeeze pushes the contents forward. Your calf muscles work in a surprisingly similar way with blood inside your leg veins. Every step you take creates another gentle squeeze. Every calf raise does the same. That's why staying physically active often supports healthy blood flow throughout the day. Here's how to perform a simple calf raise. Stand behind a sturdy chair or next to a kitchen counter. Place your hands lightly on the support for balance. Slowly lift your heels until you're standing on your toes. Pause for 1 or 2 seconds. Then lower your heels back down with control. Repeat this smooth motion at a comfortable pace. On screen, lift, pause, lower. You don't need to rush. In fact, moving slowly often helps your muscles work more effectively. If standing feels difficult, don't worry. There's another option. You can perform seated calf raises. Sit comfortably in a sturdy chair. Keep both feet flat on the floor. Raise your heels while your toes stay on the ground. Hold briefly. Then lower your heels again. This variation can still activate your calf muscles while placing less demand on your balance. That's especially helpful if you're recovering from illness, have limited mobility, or simply feel more confident exercising while seated. Remember, consistency usually matters much more than intensity. A few minutes each day can become a healthy habit over time. But here's something many people overlook: Doing the exercise is only part of the picture. There's one common mistake that can reduce its benefits, and it's something countless older adults do every single day without realizing it. We'll get to that in just a moment. Before we do, let's talk about why circulation tends to change as we age. Why circulation changes. As the years pass, our bodies naturally change. We may lose some muscle mass. Our joints may become stiffer. Many people also become less active after retirement. Without realizing it, hours of sitting begin to replace hours of walking. Maybe it's reading, watching television, driving, using a computer, or simply resting more than we used to. None of these activities are bad on their own. The challenge comes when sitting lasts for long stretches without movement. Imagine a stream flowing through the countryside. When the water keeps moving, it stays fresh. If the water becomes still for long periods, everything slows down. Your body isn't exactly the same, but regular movement helps keep many of its systems working efficiently. That's one reason specialists often encourage older adults to break up long periods of sitting with gentle movement whenever it's safe to do so. Even standing for a minute, walking around the room, or completing a short set of calf raises. These small actions may seem insignificant, but over weeks and months, small healthy habits can add up. Let's look at a simple example. Imagine Margaret, who's 71 years old. She enjoys reading mystery novels every afternoon. Before she knows it, 2 hours have passed. When she finally stands up, her legs feel stiff and heavy. Her first few steps are slow. Instead of assuming that's simply part of aging, Margaret begins setting a small timer every 30 to 45 minutes. When it rings, she stands up. She walks around the living room. Then she performs 10 slow calf raises while holding the back of a chair. The entire routine takes less than 2 minutes. After several weeks, she notices it's easier to get moving after sitting for long periods. Her legs don't feel quite as sluggish, and she enjoys having a simple routine she can stick with. Of course, everyone's experience is different. Healthy habits support your body, but they aren't a replacement for medical care when symptoms are concerning. And speaking of habits, there's one surprisingly common mistake that may limit the benefits of this exercise, even if you're doing it every day. We'll cover that next. The mistake is simple. Many people do a few calf raises in the morning, then spend most of the rest of the day sitting. The exercise itself is helpful, but our bodies are designed for regular movement, not one burst of activity followed by hours of stillness. Think about watering a garden. If you water it for just a minute, then leave it in hot sunlight all week, it won't thrive. The plants benefit from steady care. Your muscles work in a similar way. They respond best to consistent use throughout the day. On screen. Move more, sit less. This doesn't mean you need to exercise every hour. It simply means looking for small opportunities to move. Stand while talking on the phone. Walk around during television commercials. March gently in place while waiting for the kettle to boil. Take a short stroll after lunch if the weather allows. These little moments may not seem important, but together they can make a meaningful difference in how active your day becomes. And here's another benefit many people don't expect. When your leg muscles stay active, they also help support balance and strength. That's important because muscle naturally decreases with age unless we continue using it. The stronger your legs remain, the easier everyday activities can feel. Getting out of a chair, walking through the grocery store, climbing a few stairs, playing with grandchildren, or simply enjoying a walk around your neighborhood. Healthy circulation and muscle strength often support one another. One encourages the other. That's why this simple exercise has become part of so many healthy aging routines. But calf raises aren't the only habit that matters. What you do before and after the exercise can also make a difference. Hydration matters. Let's start with hydration. Our bodies rely on water for countless functions. Blood contains a large amount of water, so staying well hydrated helps support your body's normal circulation. As we grow older, our sense of thirst often becomes weaker. That means you may not feel thirsty until you're already somewhat dehydrated. A practical habit is to sip water regularly throughout the day, rather than waiting until you're very thirsty. Of course, some people have medical conditions that require limiting fluids. If your healthcare provider has given you specific instructions, always follow their advice. Another helpful habit is wearing comfortable footwear. Shoes that fit well encourage confident walking. They also help reduce unnecessary strain on your feet and ankles. If walking feels uncomfortable because your shoes are too tight or lack support, you're less likely to stay active. Sometimes the simplest changes have the biggest impact. Now let's talk about something many viewers ask about. Does walking count? The answer is yes. For many older adults, walking is one of the best forms of physical activity. It naturally activates your calf muscles with every step. It also supports heart health, joint mobility, and overall fitness. You don't need to walk quickly. A comfortable pace is perfectly fine for many people. The goal is regular movement that's appropriate for your fitness level. On screen, every step counts. Some people worry because they can't walk very far. Please don't let that discourage you. 5 minutes is better than 0. 10 minutes is better than 5. Progress isn't about comparing yourself with someone else. It's about gradually building a routine that works for you. If you're able, you might slowly increase your walking time over several weeks. Small improvements often last longer than dramatic changes that are difficult to maintain. Now, there's another factor that often surprises people: your breathing. Many people unconsciously hold their breath while exercising, even during something as simple as a calf raise. Instead, try breathing naturally. Breathe in as you prepare. Breathe out as you lift your heels. Then breathe normally as you lower them. This relaxed rhythm helps keep the exercise comfortable. It also reduces unnecessary tension in your body. Let's put everything together into a simple daily routine. Begin your morning with 5 to 10 slow calf raises. Take your time. Focus on smooth, controlled movement. If you enjoy walking, add a short walk afterward. Later in the day, avoid sitting for several hours without standing. Set a reminder if it helps. When the reminder sounds, stand up, stretch gently, walk around your home. Perform another small set of calf raises if it feels comfortable. Repeat this pattern throughout the day whenever it fits naturally into your schedule. Notice something important here. None of these habits are extreme. They're realistic. That's one reason they're easier to maintain. Healthy aging is rarely about finding one magical solution. It's usually about combining many small healthy choices over months and years. But before you begin any new exercise routine, there's something essential we need to discuss. This is general health education, not personal medical advice. Always check with your doctor about your own situation, especially if you have heart disease, severe arthritis, circulation problems, diabetes, recent surgery, or any condition that affects your ability to exercise safely. And there are certain situations where you shouldn't simply try to exercise through the symptoms. We'll talk about those next, because recognizing warning signs is just as important as staying active. There are times when discomfort in your legs is more than simple stiffness from sitting. That's why it's important to know when your body may be asking for medical attention, when to see a healthcare professional. If you notice sudden swelling in one leg, especially if it's painful or warm to the touch, don't ignore it. If you develop a sore on your foot or leg that isn't healing, it's important to have it checked. The same is true if your legs become unusually pale, bluish, or very cold compared with normal. Pain in your legs that keeps getting worse, even after resting, also deserves medical evaluation. And if walking becomes much more difficult than it used to be, or your symptoms continue despite healthy lifestyle changes, make an appointment with a qualified healthcare professional. These symptoms don't always mean something serious is happening, but they shouldn't be dismissed either. Getting answers early can often make a meaningful difference. Remember, exercises like calf raises and regular walking are designed to support healthy circulation and overall mobility. They are not treatments for underlying medical conditions. That's why listening to your body is so important. If something feels unusual or concerning, don't wait too long to seek professional advice. Now let's review the biggest takeaways from today's video. On screen, key takeaways. First, healthy circulation becomes increasingly important as we age because it helps deliver oxygen and nutrients to our muscles and tissues. Second, one of the simplest exercises you can do is the calf raise. Whether standing or seated, this movement activates your calf muscles, which help encourage blood to move back toward your heart. Third, consistency matters more than intensity. A few minutes of gentle movement repeated throughout the day is often more helpful than one workout followed by hours of sitting. Fourth, Walking is one of the easiest ways to support both circulation and leg strength. Every step activates your calf muscles and encourages regular movement. Fifth, don't overlook the basics. Stay hydrated if appropriate for your health, wear supportive shoes, and break up long periods of sitting whenever you safely can. And finally, know when it's time to seek medical advice. Persistent pain, sudden swelling, wounds that won't heal, major skin color changes, or worsening symptoms should always be discussed with a qualified healthcare professional. Healthy aging isn't about trying to be perfect. It's about making small, consistent choices that help you stay active, independent, and confident. One simple exercise may seem too small to matter, but when you combine it with regular walking, balanced nutrition, good hydration, quality sleep, and routine medical care, those small choices can add up over time. The goal isn't to chase perfection. The goal is to keep doing the everyday activities that bring joy to your life. Maybe that's gardening, playing with your grandchildren, traveling, walking your dog, or simply moving around your home with greater comfort and confidence. Those everyday moments are worth protecting, and often they begin with simple habits that fit naturally into your daily routine. Before we finish, I'd like to leave you with one small challenge. The next time you've been sitting for a while, stand up and try 10 slow calf raises while holding onto a sturdy chair if needed. Notice how your legs feel afterward. It only takes a minute, and it may become one of the easiest healthy habits you build this year. This video is for educational purposes and isn't a substitute for advice from your doctor. If you have concerns about your circulation, experience new or worsening symptoms, or have a medical condition that affects your ability to exercise, speak with your healthcare provider before making changes to your routine. If you found today's video helpful, I'd love to hear from you. How old are you? Which country are you watching from? And is walking or calf raises already part of your daily routine? Your experience could encourage someone else in our community to take that first simple step towards staying active. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Take good care of yourself, keep moving in ways that feel safe for you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.